Hi, everybody.
All right, so I'm here with City Councilwoman Kristy Marmorato in the Bronx. We're at the Bronx is MAGA rally, and you were just speaking. Tell us first of all how you're feeling about this election in the Bronx. You were.
I'm the first female Republican to ever
explain it.
hold office in the Bronx, and I flipped a seat that has been blue. It's been blue for the last 40 years, and I was able to turn it red again. So this election, listen, we have the momentum. We have the bases fired up. People are excited. If I was able to do it, we know that we were able to flip other seats, and it's a great possibility that we're going to accomplish that this election.
What do you see as being different for the Bronx in this election as opposed to, the previous elections where AOC came into office kind of as a response to Trump in some ways, and then we had the Trump presidency, Biden. What do you see being different in terms of the issues that the Bronx is dealing with and how people are looking at those issues?
Well, I feel like with my race, people really came out and voted, and they felt like their vote actually counted, and they were proud of that, and that's why we're going to keep the momentum up and going. And people are tired; they want the change. We're concerned about our borders, we're concerned about inflation, and we're concerned for our children's rights in the future.
When you talk about children's rights,
as far as Prop 1 is concerned, it is way too vague. They have to do better. I tell everybody to vote no. It has to be better wording. It's too vague, and it's going to open us up for a lot of lawsuits. My interpretation is that it is totally against the protection of my child, and that the state will be able to come in and step in and take over control. And it pushes parents' rights to the side, and it's concerning to me.
What is the language in the proposal that gives you that concern? I know that
because it talks about age, and age is a protected class. So if age is a protected class, that means any age. If it's a 5-year-old, a 75-year-old.
Okay, so I hear people who are supporting that proposal saying that it's understood that minors have a different relationship to the state constitution, and that's understood, and this wouldn't change that.
Well, that's why I have a problem with the wording. It's just too vague, and it's open to interpretation, and that's why they need to do better with the way they want to propose.
Okay. Let me ask you about an issue that has been a long-standing issue for New Yorkers, not just in the Bronx, but throughout the city for several years. You're a member of the Common Sense Caucus, and I believe that Councilwoman Areola recently put out a letter asking Mayor Adams to reinstate workers who were fired under the mandates, under the 2021 COVID-19 vaccine mandates. And I believe that you signed that.
I did sign on
letter.
to it. Yes, absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening with that letter?
Well, we
are on that issue?
We sent it up to the mayor, and it's just really concerning that when Dr. Varma is basically speaking and saying we're kind of making things up as we were going along and we didn't know what we were doing, that's a major problem. And a lot of people have lost their livelihood, their homes, their jobs. They've had major financial issues. These are people who actually want to work, and because they did not get that COVID vaccination, they were forced out of their jobs, and that's not right. I was in a similar situation as a healthcare worker, and I had to make that decision to get the vaccine, even though I did not want to, and I wasn't comfortable with that, but it was a matter of having a roof over my head or not having a roof over my head.
When I've asked Mayor Adams about this issue, whether he supports reinstatement, whether he would drop the appeals that the city has been filing against lawsuits that have been successful in advocating for people who are affected by the mandates, he has said, well, I'm leaving it to the courts. I'm going to respect the law. He's kind of said it's out of his hands.
Especially as a former police officer, he's got to do the right thing by his people, Like they are blue-collar workers, just like he was at one point, and he's got to do the right thing by them. These people want to work. They want their jobs back. They want to go back and be reinstated, and he should step up and do the right thing.
So it's your position that it's not actually out of his hands, that he has the power to
I think he has the power
reinstatement.
to step in. Absolutely. Why wouldn't he? He's the mayor of New York City. He's the boss, right?